Alright guys, this is called The King and Petey, okay? It's a card trick story. Once upon a time, there was a king in a far, far away land, and his faithful servant, Petey, who was the three of clubs. And the king said, Petey, we need to have us a New Year's Eve party. So, Petey says, I'm on it, king. I know exactly where to start. So, Petey goes to town. Cut that. So, Petey goes to town, and he goes 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, 2 houses, and Petey comes home. The king says, all right, Petey, what'd you find? He said, well, I went down to the 789 Club, and I found 3 king friends to party with us. The king said, that's awesome. That sounds like a start to a great party. He said, but you know, we don't have any women. Can we bring them to party with us too? And he said, yeah, I'm on it. I got it. Let me take care of it. So Petey goes to town. Can you cut to that?
Sure.
Okay,
I'll cut this time.
Right.
Okay, where's my knife?
And so now, Petey goes to town, and he goes 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 2 houses, and Petey comes home. And the king says, so what'd you find us? He said, well, I went back down to the 789 Club, and I found 4 queen friends to party with us. And the king says, wow, Petey, that sounds like a great party. You know, we really need some music. Petey says, I am on it. Let me go take care of that. So Petey goes to town. Oh. Okay. So Petey goes to town and he goes 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, 2 houses. 2 houses, and Petey comes home. So King says, Petey, what did you find us? He said, well, I went back down to the 789 Club and I found this great band called the 4 Aces. He said, oh man, this is going to be such a great party. You know, all we need left is something to drink. He says, I got that, you let me handle it. So Petey goes to town. So Petey goes to town and he goes 1 block, 2 blocks, 4 houses, and Petey comes home. The king says, all right, Petey, how'd you do? He said, well, I did great. I went back down to the 789 Club and I bought us 4/5 of Jack Daniels. He said, well, that's a lot. How much was it? He said, well, I gave him, 4 10s and he gave me a 5 and change. He said, but I didn't even give you hardly any money. That's way more than you had. He said, well, yeah, but while I was there, I got into a poker game. And I did pretty well. He said, the first guy, he had 3s and 4s. Which is a good hand. The second guy, he had 5s and 6s, which is an even better hand. He said, but me, I had a straight flush. So I won their money and fought. Yeah, and then they had a great party. It's magic.